is going on, Twitch? Good afternoon. And actually, good morning. It is 10:45 Pacific. And I'm going to get my IFR Tuesday going here um, with some sim flight. Gonna need to move the ground portion to tomorrow, most likely. But you know, like with holidays, all change changing everybody's changing schedules and everything. I'm sure you guys get it. But I did want to do some IFR today, and I had a PowerPoint all ready to go for partial panel operations, and uh, might need to hold off because I'd really like to. I have a flight student. I have an actual flight training student, a new student. Really excited for that at 3. And so I wanted to get some sim in there beforehand, and I wanted to get some solid IFR sim in there. So let's get to it. Watching the Flying Fabio earlier was awesome. Caught just a little bit of it, and I really recommend his stream. He was signing off and looking for a channel to raid, and I couldn't sign on quick enough, I don't think. Let me see here.
Red Dead Redeem wants to know what's the loudest stadium you've ever.
Oh, dude, Danny, what's up, man? Hey. I guess it depends on what it is. Like, is it a virtual gift? Like, you can Discord it if you want, or yeah. I mean, it depends on kind of what it is. I mean, is it like a digital? Is it like a digital one? Let's see here, Microsoft. How are you doing, by the way, buddy? It's good to see you. It was Flying Fabio was really cool. He just rated this guy with like 200 viewers. He was like a low viewer guy. It wasn't Black Box. I want to see like it if he ended up doing it. Yeah, this guy. That's so cool, man, that he did that. He totally hooked this guy up, man. This guy's got 9 followers, and he's got 147 viewers right now. That's so sick. Good for him, man. So cool that he like gives it back to the community. That's freaking awesome. Let me think about that, cuz I could probably just give you my if you wanted to mail something, like I could probably just chat privately, like with the address or something like that. But dude, favorite video game, I'm going to have to go between, it's definitely either going to be Skyrim or Witcher 3. And although if I was playing more Oblivion, it actually very well might be Oblivion. That's actually why, dude. It's funny that you asked me my favorite video game, man. These are my 3 favorite video games right here: Zelda, Witcher 3, and Skyrim, man. Um, yeah, I wonder if I could just get like a PO box or something like that. Like, and I could just get one really quick. But otherwise, I could just like private message you, like, my address. I don't really mind. We've already talked like on the phone. Like, you're a nice guy, dude. Like, it's all good, man. I don't really mind. So yeah, I would say probably either Witcher 3 or Skyrim. Love me some of those video games, man. Maybe Diablo 2. Those would be my top three, I would say. Zelda's definitely up there, though. Shit, that's true. Zelda's definitely up there. Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I mean in general. Um, but dude, that's so nice of you, man. I really I appreciate you wanting to send a gift. I'm really excited though to maybe in the new year we can get you going. I hope in the new year we can get you going and dude, you're awesome, man. That's so cool. I really really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can do something, like in 2022 to get you going and at least get your ground started or get you. I know like school, like you're finishing up high school and stuff. I believe you're a senior, you said, right? Is that what's going on? You're looking at like you're kind of balancing end of year stuff with um uh end of the year stuff with like graduating and trying to find a job and also like maybe doing some college stuff. So I get it. Definitely busy. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna be Pilot Edge. We're gonna be Sky Vector. What else? Pilot Edge, Sky Vector, and I believe I'm all updated on my Navigraph. I think probably flightplan.com. And then let's break the checklist out. Avari, thank you so much. Channel looks awesome. Thank you so much for the follow and for the kind words. Yeah, we're just getting stuff going. I don't know if you're coming off of the Flying Fabio, but he just stopped his stream. I tried to catch that raid, but I was just like 30 seconds or like a minute too late. You know what I mean? And so but really what I'm trying to do here is just set up for an IFR flight in the King Air 200. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with the brightness in the room, I'm gonna turn up that astronaut actually a little bit. Hold on one second. We got Tangles the octopus back there. I think in the new year I want Tangles like right here with like a pilot cap on. I might get like a mannequin like head like stand right here that Tangles can sit on, and just put him right there. And you got the light back there. You got some cool stuff that you guys can look at too. It used to be just like a plain white wall, and that is not cool, man. So I really appreciate it, dude. I really appreciate it. Let me turn up that astronaut. Hold on one second. Yeah. Astronaut is in party mode, dude. astronaut is in party mode right now. And you're trying to get your instrument, you said, man. So what's up with that, dude? What airport are you flying out of? Oh, I'm out of Fullerton right now, but I want to start instructing out of Long Beach, I believe, soon. I've done a lot of my instruction or a lot of my my experience out of Long Beach, but not a lot of instruction. I'm hoping to get hired at a couple of different flight schools out of Long Beach. It's a beautiful, quite complex Class Delta airspace airport. You know, it's one of those Delta. You're in Atlanta, so I don't know if you guys have. So let's actually take a look at where you're at. Hold up, ATL. ATL, baby. I'm sure that you guys have these, but there are these Class Deltas that are out there that really should be Charlie based on how freaking gnarly the traffic density is. Maybe DeKalb, you know, Peachtree might be. Yeah, PDK, that looks like an airport just right off the bat, that looks like an airport that could potentially be a very... All of these look like they could be big, actually. Fulton looks kind of simple, but I mean, I bet you get some cool stuff in there. I mean, it's a 5,800 foot runway. I'm looking at, you know, DeKalb is 6,000. Wow, no shit. Dobbins 10,000, but that looks like maybe military. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm out of Long Beach and Air Force Base, right? Yeah. I'm out of Long Beach and it's kind of like a Peachtree, I guess. Let me look at this airport deck. Oh, dude, you know what's funny is yeah, dude, just shoot me a text, man. Just shoot me a text on the telly, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, so you're starting your instrument, Avari. What have you started your knowledge test stuff or not quite yet? Did you like just finish your private? Yeah, exactly. You just finished your private, dude. And you know what? Like, enjoy that first, I would say. I would say, like, you know, definitely look forward to doing your instrument, like, and do it soon so you can hold on to those flying skills that you got there. But, you know, relish in that new private, dude. You know what I mean? Be present, be you know, be good to yourself. You just went through something really, really special. You just achieved something really special, you know. All right. So I think what we're gonna do is start off Chino to John Wayne. And then from John Wayne, maybe John Wayne to maybe Vegas? John Wayne to Las Vegas. That could be cool. Maybe John Wayne to where? Let's do World VFR. John Wayne to Vegas would be cool. Kind of the same thing as John Wayne to Phoenix. We could do that. Let's actually get in here. There we go. Let's see. Could do Tucson. Ooh, to Prescott. Yeah, dude, we could do John Wayne to Prescott. That'd be pretty cool. Or we should actually go into Chino. That might be better. Prescott to Chino. Deer Valley. Yeah, PRC to SNA. Let's see what that looks like. 8782 Romeo, PRC to SNA. Yeah, that's cool, Avari. Are you what were when you were going through your private? First of all, how'd your check ride go? Did you was it like did you have any like moments when it was like close to not working out, or were you pretty confident? Was it pretty smooth sailing? What was your take on that? DRK PKE. Let's see what this looks like. Honestly, easy peasy. Expect it to be way harder. You know what? That means you had great instruction. You know, the thing that we try and do is like a good instructor will over prepare you for the check ride, because you know the missing ingredient I think a lot of the time is confidence. It's missing, and genuine confidence. Like, you know what I can't stand is when a student is going into a check ride and they're overly confident. It's like, dude, don't be arrogant. Like, be humble. Like, go into it, like, understanding, like, you're at the beginning, dude. You're at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're at the end of your private and you're about to, be, licensed. You're about to be certificated, but you're at the beginning, bro. Like, relax. But this is a great achievement, right? And you've worked really hard. So be confident, like, be proud of yourself, but be humble, But I think that genuine confidence is, and honestly, somebody who's overly confident, they're not really that confident. So I think that genuine confidence is missing. And the thing that we can do as instructors is over prepare a student, so that when they go into it thinking it's going to be way harder, they're on their toes, they're like totally dialed in. And then when they see that the ball is moving and, it's an easy conversation, maybe your cross country was an easy conversation, you see how it's going, you're like, oh, I could do this. Wait, this isn't so bad. I could do this. And that mentality is so important for success, I think, even in flying itself, I did part 61. I had an awesome instructor with super high expectations. On learning and studying ahead of time. He would grill me if I didn't know the PHAC numbers through. Wow, that's so awesome, man. Professionalism, dude. That's a good instructor. Not a lot of instructors out there like that. That's the kind of instructor I aspire to be, man. Definitely. That's so awesome. That's very fortunate for you, too. It sounds like you appreciated that. Sounds like you appreciated that a lot. Let's see here. We got the PC-12 at 24,000 feet. DRK PKE. So let's see here. DRE PKE. Wait, what? DRK PKE. It's not a career thing for me, just a hobby, so I appreciate him doing a lot for me in private and not assuming I would learn it later in the aviation path. That's what always happens, dude. Like, these new instructors that are out there for the airlines trying to get hours, they're just trying to fly. I bet your guy was all about the ground. Not that he didn't want to fly, but, he was all about the ground. He was all about that, the pre-flight and post-flight briefings, probably about the regulations, aerodynamics. Like, dude, that's where it's at, man. And I think that's what you're really going to like about this channel too, is normally, I'll do this stream at like 8 p.m. Pacific time, and we start IFR Tuesdays actually. Every Tuesday is IFR. And today, I'm not able to do it, tonight I'm not able to do it, so I'm doing my IFR sim right now. But normally there's a ground component, like tonight, today we were going to do partial panel. And We'll probably move that to tomorrow, but yeah, because I think I have the whole day off tomorrow. Uh, so yeah, we do a ground portion and then an applied sim portion, and it should be it's really good, and it's that ground that's super important, man. That's why I do it like that, you know. So we'll do Prescott, we'll do Drake, and then Drake to PKE. PKE. Oh, and what I was gonna say is these instructors, they just assume they can like fly and the student can be horrible, and it's not the student's fault, it's the instructor's fault, you know. But they don't care as long as they get their hours. They don't, you know, they don't care, and they figure like if the student's going to go to the airlines can deal with it, you know. It's the airlines problem now. And it's like, what, dude, you know, it's not fair to the student. And I mean, the airlines have like the best training in the world, you know, so of course they're going to have training programs that like vet you know, applicants. And if the applicant's really bad, like they're not going to make it through, but a lot of people do make it through, and then they get cleaned up like in the airline process. But it's like, dude, you could have been a good pilot this whole time and then a stellar airline pilot. That's the thing, is like with aircraft being more and more automated, you don't need to be, I mean, you do need to be good, and you need to be experienced, you need to be a team player, you need to know the crew resource management, you need to be good at interpreting weather. But at the same time, you know, they can afford to you know, as long as you can, you know, fly reasonably well and monitor an autopilot system, it's just not, you know, it's the standard is like, dude, yeah, the standard should be higher, you know, and there should be a higher instruction standard as well. But I think they're headed in the right direction, you know. They really, I think they did the right thing with the PTS, you know. I believe that. I think the PTS is helping with that, you know, raise that standard and raise that level of awareness for, you know, decision making, and, you know, this idea of risk management. So the KO7 into John Wayne. Let's look at that KO7. There we go. So from Palm Springs to Bands, Homeland, and then from Homeland into Seal Beach. So yeah, so from the Palm Springs transition, from over PSP on the 260 Bands, Homeland 054 radial to the VOR, and then outbound to Frets, and then on the 257 and the 075 to KO. Yeah, Bands, Frets. From KO to jog it, and then expect vectors. Is this the only, looks like there's no, to jog it. Where's jog it? Right there. Oh, I see. And then so probably somewhere between KO and jog it, we'll get vectors for the ILS into John Wayne, I imagine. Let me see here. I think that was it to read about the KO. So yeah, we'll do that. Go IFR in 8782 Romeo. It'll be a Beechcraft 200, a King Air 200. Wow, so you're doing this as a hobby, and you're still getting your instrument rating, huh? So are you gonna stop at private, and then you're just gonna get your instrument rating and then call it a day? Departing PRC. High performance complex. That's the way to go. You don't need a commercial. I would definitely get your uh, uh, definitely get your high performance and complex. I mean those are add-ons like that you could or couldn't do, like that's fine, you know, especially if you're a hobby pilot, but that instrument rating is where it's at. That is a must. And you know the thing is like when you passed your private pilot check ride, you did an amazing thing. You did an amazing accomplishment. That is it's dope. But the fact is at the end of your private, you were like a third of the way done, you know? In my opinion, the other 2/3 comes from the instrument rating, not the commercial, not high performance, not complex, not multi. The other 2/3 comes from the instrument rating. So much so that when you do your commercial, you got to do instrument stuff. When you do your multi, you got to do your instrument stuff. You know, when you do a high performance checkout or a complex checkout, you're probably going to be doing some instrument stuff. You know, so that instrument rating is where it's at. That's why it's my favorite thing to teach. It's my favorite thing to do. Hawkeye, did you ever wonder what Dr. Pepper was? So Doctor, are you saying did I ever wonder what Dr. Pepper was? Like what is Dr. Pepper as a soda, or Dr. Pepper? He was a physician. He probably was a physician, or she. Man, I saw the funniest meme, dude, the other day on Instagram. It was Snoop Dogg, or it was a two-panel meme. It was one on top and one, you know, it was like pictures, right? It was one on top and one on the bottom, and it was like the top one. It was like two. It was a guy that was fishing. They were both fishing, right? And the top one, I want to say, I might be misremembering this, but the top one was like fishing, and oh no, it was the top one was a doctor, I believe. I think the top one was a doctor, and it said physician, like PH, you know, physician, and then the bottom one was Snoop Dogg fishing, and it was physician. It was the best. It was the funniest, dude. It was just like Snoop Dogg standing there, dude, just looking like super fly and all that shit. But he was just standing there like in a dinghy with his like freaking like fisher, like the line was out and shit. Cryptic, can you advise some materials and books to get started with IFR training? Is there Jeppesen Private Pilot IFR? There is Jeppesen Private Pilot IFR. I don't have experience with it. It's probably good. I use Jeppesen for my multi. But I really recommend the, first of all, you got to get your knowledge test stuff going. There's, I recommend the Gleim stuff. Gleim is fantastic. And, what you can do is, start with the Gleim Instrument Pilot Knowledge Test book. And if you want, you know, I can work with you if you want to do, like, private sessions and stuff. We can figure out, like, an hourly, but otherwise, you know, I can help direct you to just do it on your own. It's better if you're with an instructor, but you know what you can do with your instrument rating is get that written done before you start your flight training. That'll be like night and day difference, you know. So that's why I would start with the written test stuff. PRC. And then arriving at KSNA, they said it's going to be at 24,000 feet. Hawkeye, did you see that meme? Did you see that one I was talking about? The physician. I think it was physician. Or maybe physician. The alternate. Let's go do Long Beach, KLGB, and see what the... we just got to make sure we can't just select an alternate, right? We go to the alternate here, and we see what kind of approaches do they have. They have a nice ILS, so let's look and see what the alternate weather minimums need to be on the ILS to file Long Beach as our alternate airport with the intention of using the ILS as our plan B. Long Beach right there. What's the weather got to be? Well, for the ILS, apparently, a couple different things going on. So first, We got 1 and we have 2. So number 1 is not authorized when the tower is closed. So if we were if our ETA at our alternate airport was getting us there at a time when the tower was closed, unable to file Long Beach as the alternate. And then 2, if we're using the localizer, then category C and D are changed, but we are category B. So our alternate minimums are standard. These are non-standard minimums here. And we know that they're non-standard because for a non-precision approach, that's what the localizer is, it's 800-foot ceilings and 2 miles visibility, not 2.25 or 2.5. It's 802. So these are slightly more visibility requirement than standard. But we intend to use the ILS, so there's also no mention of any minimums changed to the ILS. So there's standard precision minimums actually for us, which is 602. So 602 is what it needs to be. And the other thing that I wanted to, when the tower, we got to make sure that the tower is operational. So we come here to the chart supplement down to the tower here. It's like a 1415 to 0745 Zulu. All right. And right now we are subtracting 8. All right. Yeah, 14 minus 8, that's 615. That would be, 14. Right, yeah, so that's 6, let's see here. Yeah, that's 2 p.m., that's 6 a, yeah, exactly. To 07 Zulu, so that's 6, and let's see, 07, that's going to be 12 plus 7 is 19. So till 11 p.m. All right. Approach runway 30 departure. Yeah. So tower right there. Those are the times for the tower right there. That's 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Or excuse me, that's 6 a.m. So from 6 a.m. to what was it? What did we say? 19 to 11 p.m. Those are the operating hours of the tower right there. Yeah, 11:45. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's 6:15 and then 11:45. So actually almost midnight, right? So cool, man. All runways closed there, so we're good. So we're good. You just want to be aware of that. That's what that means when the tower's closed. You want to go right to that chart supplement. And yeah, from Palm Springs pretty much to KO here. Yeah, there you go. Wonderful. Yeah, to KO, and then from KO to Walk Road, Jog It, Sauger. That right there is the ILS. Joey is now hosting my stream. 1 viewers. Joey Bolo is awesome. You guys should go check out his channel. He's a really cool guy, energetic guy, very enthusiastic, and just loves sim. Very pure-hearted dude when it comes to, I mean, just super cool guy. So Long Beach does work out as long as tower is open. We looked at those times, and then the route is right there. DRK, PKE, PSP, KO7, custom weather, and then we're going to wait to file that here. I'm going to put this in my... Good morning, dude. I'm doing well, man. How are you, kind sir? I appreciate the support, man. Flying Fabio was on earlier, and I tried to catch his raid, but I just missed it by like a minute. I don't know if you were watching his stream. He's doing like a really cool like Alaska to tip of South America flight. I have a student at 3, so I'm just trying to. Oh, Joey, you're awesome, man. You're awesome, bro. I really, really appreciate that. I have a student at 3, so I got to do my IFR Tuesdays right now. Because after I can't afterwards, so just trying to make it, do a cool IFR flight right now. And we're doing Prescott. Oh no, what do we say? Yeah, Prescott, Arizona to John Wayne, and then I'm thinking John Wayne to somewhere. Maybe what did we say? John Wayne to. Oh, actually, I guess we didn't really determine that because I was initially thinking John Wayne to Prescott. Oh no! We were thinking to Prescott to Chino. That's right, Prescott to Chino. Whatever, it's all good. We could do John Wayne. And then from John Wayne, we could do John Wayne to where? Maybe Santa Barbara. John Wayne to Palm Springs is definitely in there. Palm Springs is gonna be we could do Palm Springs. We could do John Wayne to Palm Springs actually. We could definitely do that. Maybe that is what we'll do. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm open to it. I would say I would like to go north if possible. Do like one of these non-towereds, man. Maybe my Visalia or Paso Robles actually would be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But we're back in the 200, so I'm super pumped about that. Let's go charts. All right. And then we'll go flight plan. We're in 8782 Romeo. It's going to be KPRC to KSNA. That route is going to be right there. That's it right there, actually. Yeah, DRK, yep, PSP. Boom. Awesome. I did want to take a closer look at that KO7 and make sure. I know that the turboprop can do it, but I was curious if it was like, turboprop only or something or what. And this looks like a random direct from what is that, Drake to Parker, but it's not random. If you go to the high altitude, it's an airway actually. It's a jet airway 78, 96, 134 with those GPS waypoints along the way. Looks like an MEA. Well, it's above 18, so it's fine. But there we go. Now my question is how are we actually getting out of PRC? So let's go ahead and go flight plan. Let's send that to the plates. All right. And let's go ahead and close that. I wonder what the weather's like over there, actually. Yeah, it's totally clear. So we're going to put our own weather in there and put some clouds in there and stuff, and should be good. coming down into John Wayne, though it's a little hazy, but we'll do our own IFR weather. So looking at the airport, there's Prescott. Looks like we're probably what's the wind blowing right now is calm. So we'll use, what do they typically use? Well, let's see if maybe the departure procedure, you know, tells us a little more information. First of all, land and hold short for runway 30. What about approaches? Looks like they've got the ILS to runway 21. So I bet an Rnav for they got some approaches for three as well. Interesting. So I bet they use both. But let's look at the departure procedure. Diverse vector area. So yeah, use the Prescott departure. You got it. All right, cool. Let's take a look then. The Prescott departure right there, my friends. What do we got here? So we'll be on with Phoenix departure 133575. Prescott, the PRC 3.DRK. Looks like we're going to be filing that actually, right? Let's go PRC 3.DRK. That's how we want to file that. And then to Drake, and then Drake to what is that, Parker, I guess. So there's it actually serves all of the runways, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. So looks like I kind of like that. I kind of like that runway 2 situation. Because then, you know, that kind of puts us back on course to go to the southwest. So maybe runway 2. Or excuse me, runway 3. So runway 3 left or right? What do we got? If it's runway 3, yeah, 3 right. That looks pretty cool. 3 right. So if it's runway 3 right, takeoff obstacle notes, standard. You see this here? This departure procedure requires takeoff minimums, runways 3 left and right, and 30 standard. So what that means is a minimum of 200 feet per nautical mile. Runway 12 requires a minimum of 260 feet per nautical mile to 5,700 feet. Wowzers. And then let's see. Yeah, so runway 21 left, 430 feet per nautical mile to 8,200 feet. You got to hold 430 feet per nautical mile all the way up to 8,200. Man, that's a turbo. That's a jet or a turboprop for sure. But our runway 3 left and right is a standard 200 feet per nautical mile, so we can definitely do that. But you know, in actuality in life, you want to check your POH and make sure that you know how much more than that you can do, because if you're right at that limit, you know, you don't want to go and just assume that, you know, you can do 200 feet per nautical mile, because you might be able to, but barely. You know, it can get kind of warm out there, and if you're heavy, you know, your confidence should be going down the heavier and the hotter it is. The heavier you are and the hotter it is. So 3 right, climb on runway heading until crossing Drake on the 085, then climbing left direct Drake. So that's what's going on, is we're actually taking off there 035, cross that 085. It said 085, correct? Yeah, the Drake 085, there's that 085 radial. So we're going to go ahead and program that into the avionics, into the nav, and then make that climbing left turn into to Drake, and then proceed on course. So that's actually a really easy departure. It looks kind of complicated, but it's not, right? Just fly runway heading, cross the radial, turn left, direct Drake, all good. Climb on the Drake 035 on the routing, okay? So on the Drake 305 to 9000, aircraft departing on the Drake 305 radial, continue climbing on course. All of the aircraft climbing right turn direct, then as assigned. Yo, Taco, what's up, dude? Flight plan today is, oh, dude, I was having a great time talking with my girlfriend this morning. She was watching the stream on her way into work of our conversation last night, well, with Magic the Gathering and shit, dude. She felt the love. She felt the love. Today we're doing you know what? I think I'm gonna edit that now that we know. I'm gonna say KPRC to KSNA. It's oh shit. It's Prescott, Arizona to John Wayne, and it's going to be really nice. It's an obstacle departure procedure that we're looking at right now, and a star into John Wayne, and then probably the ILS, maybe the Rnav actually. We should do the Rnav, dude. We should do the Rnav. We did the ILS. We've been doing the ILS. Let's do that. All right. So super easy. Now the question is like, how are we departing the VOR? So it says, continue to climb on course. Yeah. So the 305. So what are we doing? We are not the 305 radial. You see that? We're not departing on the 30. Oh wait, shit. Oh yeah. No, it's the 238. So we are all others. All other aircraft continue a climbing right turn direct to the VOR, and then okay. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what they mean. Wait a minute. All aircraft departing on the 305. Other aircraft departing on the oh, I see. So here's what's going on. That's kind of interesting. So the routing for all aircraft climb on the 305 radial to 9000. You see, all aircraft are gonna cross this and climb on that. Oh, dude, I wonder if we should just do. What's that one? Runway 30. That'd be cool to just climb straight. But anyway, so see, you go. It's fine. We can do the big one. You climb on that 305 right there, and if you're departing anywhere else other than the 305 radial, then you make to, once you're at 9,000 feet, then you come back to the VOR, and you should be good to go. We're gonna be at a high altitude like in no time. Let's look at that low altitude chart. See what that there is no MEA, but the off route, yeah, see. The off-route obstacle clearance altitude, the Oroka right there, is 10,300 feet. So in general in the area, to be over all of this terrain right here that you can see, all that terrain, all those hills, you need to be 10,300 feet to be 2,000 feet above the highest obstacle, like in the area. I want to say it's within 20 or whatever miles. I forget what it is, but see these right here, these MEAs are 4,007, 5,000. There's 8,000 right there. There's an 8,000 foot peak. Yeah, yeah, it's 8,000 feet. Like, really what it is it's the mountains over the VOR, or that are by the VOR, dude. So, yeah, it's just all mountainous over in that area. So that's what we're gonna do. Is turn and then climb. We're gonna go outbound on that 305, and then climb. That'll be really really good. All right, cool. So that sounds great. Sounds good. So we'll come back to that. Looking at the approach into John Wayne, we were saying the Rnav 20 right looks pretty good. The Rnav, let's see, what's the difference between the Yankee and the Zulu? First of all, what's the Zulu? Oh, Zulu is an RNP. Yeah, that's the difference. So we can't do that. How did I not notice that? The Zulu is a Rnav Rnp approach, and what that requires is special authorization. See that? Authorization required. It should also say it in the minimum, or in the FAA version, it says it in the minimums too. But you can see here. Well, it's kind of involved to discuss like why. But basically, what happens is when you fly GPS approaches, there's an IFR certified GPS is going to be accurate to a certain pretty high degree, actually. Even though it's considered a non-precision approach, they're super accurate. You know, when you're talking about the WAS helping us out, you know, the wide area augmentation system, when satellites are, you know, we got 5 or, you know, satellites that are all looking on one location and checking each other for the accuracy, and you are within 0.3 of a mile, like you are where they say that you are, with at least no less than 95% accuracy. You have this error freeness. So that measurement of required navigation performance, that's what RNP stands for, required navigation performance. Normally, the standard for Category 1 approaches, IFR approaches, when it's GPS, that required navigation performance is 0.3. It's an RMP of 0.3. And what that means is that with an RMP of 0.3, that it has that required accuracy to 0.3 of a mile, either side of the airway. That you are where they say you are with that accuracy, 0.3 of a mile either side of your airway. So when you've got a special RNP approach requiring RNP of a 0.15, that is a level of accuracy that exceeds regular, you know, Category 1 standard IFR certified RNAV approaches of an RNP of 0.3. See, so you can't. It requires special authorization for the aircraft and the crew actually to be able to do this. So we're unable to do that, but we are able to do the Rnav Yankee. This is just a regular Rnav approach. Straight in, LPV, 255, 200 feet above the ground, looking really good. What's the ambiguity on a WAS? 2 feet. I'm not really sure. I forget what the specific error, like, tolerance, like what the different types of errors are, and like what the plus or minus or whatever is. It's in the I want to say it's in a what's called a technical standard order, a TSO. And TSO, there are like lots of different TSOs out there, but there's a technical standard order, TSO 146C or something like that. It's an official FAA document, like kind of like an advisory circular, but TSO, like I think it's 146C or A or something like that, that talks about what goes into a IFR certified GPS. And I believe in the TSO it talks about what the different types of errors are. I forget if it's there or yeah. Okay. So we'll figure on this Rnav Yankee 20 right. All right. Sweet. All right, guys. So let's do it. Let's get in there. All right. Get X-plane. I'm super pumped to fly with you guys. And we will start, let's see, we said runway 3 right. So let's start at this, let's start at the west ramp. West ramp. KP RC. Not in the hangar. Let's do Embry-Riddle ramp. Oh, transient would be cool. At the south transient parking. Let's do that. And then, yeah, the King Air, the 200. Let's get fuel in there. We got 4 hours of fuel, 12,000 pounds. Some scattered clouds. Let's go broken. Yeah, scattered's fine. All right. Super pumped about this. These flights, and being able to now that I know about replay, I didn't really know how to use X-plane replay, and because I thought I had to actively turn it on, but you don't. You can you can just use it. It's freaking awesome. Okay, so with this, let's actually get the checklist out. And that was in my downloads here, and it was Cockpit reference. Is that what it was? Yup. Cockpit inspection. Replay is super cool. What it allows you to do is look back at what happened, and I don't know if there's like a maximum time that it stores the information, but you can go back and you can like replay what happened, and what that allows you to do is go back outside, and the airplane is flying itself as it did, when we flew it. And that allows us the freedom to actually go outside and look around and admire like what's going on and analyze what's going on. So like, for example, I did an approach. Let me make sure everything's off. I did an approach and was able to replay it and talk people through what was going on, what I could have improved on, like where I messed up, like where I got behind. It was great. It was super great. All right, so we're trimmed. Flaps. I want to see how much of this I can do from memory. All right, and that's set 0. Okay, so everything is off. I'm gonna check. Oh, you know what? It has you doing something with the fuel that I want to get better at. But yeah, all the circuit breakers are in. Pilot side, co-pilot side. Alternate static is normal. Mics are off. It's gonna be let's see here. All right, left engine was, yeah, not, yeah, exactly, Skipper. You need to do memory and then back it up with the actual checklist. So what I'm going to do is just go to the checklist right now. Cabin inspection. Let's do checklist usage. Okay, there's the flow. Okay, panel circuit breakers are in. We've got, okay, yeah, here we go. Pilot's instrument panel is checked. So the prop sync is off. All right. I feel like that would be a cool feature if you did YouTube videos, like fly what you want to talk about and then record yourself talking through it afterwards or something. Yeah, that it was really cool. It was really educational, and there's I'm able to really like explain like what it is that we see. We can pause it, we can look at stuff. It was sick. Okay, pilots. Mic is normal. Parking brake confirmed set. Parking brake is set. Engine ice vanes extended. Pilot control is controlled. Defrost. Landing gear down. Circuit breakers in. All their switches off. Avionics panel is required. Radar is off. Power levers idle. Props full forward, and condition levers cut off. Trim has been set. Landing gear stowed. Alternate extension stowed. Cabin pressure. We've got cabin pressure. Yeah, right here. Press. All right. Rudder boost switch on. So there's the cabin pressure. Rudder boost on. Trim is on. Pressurization controller set. So we're going to be at 24,000, I believe. Cockpit, co-pilot's instrument panel. Slaved, cabin sign. Right there is no smoke FSB. Okay, no smoke FSB. Vent blower, vent blower auto. Okay, vent is on auto. Bleed airs are off. Bleeds are off. Let's see here. Air control mic is normal for the co-pilot. Oxygen confirm. Good, we're good on oxygen. All other switches are off. Pilot static, air source normal, fire extinguisher, fuel check, quiet ramp procedure. Let's do the quiet one, I guess. Battery on. And left, right fuel pressure. Annunciators illuminate. Oh, you should be off. Okay, so the left fuel pressure, the fuel pressure lights illuminate. Sounds good. Fuel shutoff valves close. Okay. And then standby pumps are on, and these lights should extinguish, I think. Oh, and then these are, and then so the pumps are on, and then we turn these on, and these extinguish. Sounds good. Standby pumps off. And they go back to illuminating. Sounds good. Crossfeed, alternately left and right. So we crossfeed left. Fuel annunciators illuminate. Okay, so I guess they didn't model that. And the right, okay. And then off. Auxiliary tank is set to auto. All right, looks good. Aux tank is auto there. No transfer lights. Okay, cool. Firewall valve, fuel valve, fire shutoff valves closed. Oh yeah, that's a noisy ramp. We just did that. So batteries on, fuel quantity check, hydraulic sensor tested, hydraulic fuel flow, or fluid flow is there. Microsoft Flight Sim pilot wearing dark sunglasses again. Cockpit looks dark. Oh yeah, I get. He might be actually. Nope, no glasses. We got illuminated beacon on. Check our load meters. Okay. Landing gear annunciators tested. Okay, we're good there. We're good there. All right, we got all our annunciators looking good. Before start checklist completed, starting engines. Let's go. Let's start with the right. And we got an NG. We got a, a N1 stable above 12. Let's bring that to low idle. We've got rotation. We've got ITT. Torque. Prop, turbine, temperature, pressure look good. And then stabilize, let's bring that up to the high. And then the right ignition we're gonna turn off. Yeah, he's not gonna pass his next physical. Let's go right generator. And charge battery should come off, and it does. Let's go, let's see here. That should be right generator off. And then let's go left. All right, we're stable above 12. We have rotation. We've got ITT on the rise at the bottom of the grain, torque, RPM, and turbine. Right generator back on. Oh, we should have had the right generator on prior to the low idle, but okay. Left ignition start is off. Check your check your voltmeter. Let's see, left generator reset, then on. Either generator off. Okay. Voltmeter check, battery switch off momentarily, load meter decrease. Alright. And then battery continues to charge, and right condition lever low idle. And I'm going to leave these. Alright, those are off. And both engines are at low idle. Looks good. Let's go everything on. So we'll go landing, taxi, and we'll test our inverter. Good. And these are within the limits there. Inverters were on, tested, paralleled within 10% load. They are paralleled within 10%. Avionics master on. Cool. Okie dokie. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, load, let's go, external lights as required, bleeds. Cabin temp mode is on auto. Okay. Instruments checked, de-ice. Bleed air is open, condition levers high idle, if brake, okay, so we don't need that. Flight control is free and correct. Flaps check, flap switch fold down. Let's see here. Alright, flaps are down, looks good. Flaps approach up, looks good. Before takeoff and the run up. Okay, pressurization, so bleed valves open, cabin selector. So yeah, we're just gonna get our stuff, and then we'll get our clearance. So looks like ATIS 127.2. And then grounds 121.7. Clearance is 19.25. Tower is 125.3. Cool. We got our scratch pad ready to go. Got our ATIS. We've got craft. We've got the other stuff ready to go. Let's get our weather for PRC.
Prescott Ernest A. Love Field Information X-Ray. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 4000 scattered, temperature 5, dew point -15. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runways 03 right, 03 left, 30. Departing runways 03 right, 03 left, 30. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray.
Alright, and then clearance is 19.25. And we're on the ground there. Looking at the approach into John Wayne, ATIS is on 126.0. 126.0.
Connected to pilot Esh.
Okay, I'm going to file the flight plan. And we are at the south ramp. This is Prescott clearance. Good morning, Prescott clearance. 8782 Romeo south ramp requesting IFR John Wayne.
Number 8782 Romeo Prescott clearance on request, am I?
Cockpit Tower, Beaver 96 Romeo is 12 miles out, entering a left downwind for runway 13.
496 Romeo, thanks. Wind 130 at 6, runway 13, clear to land.
13, clear to land, 96 Romeo.
Zero 28.
Number 1399er, Denver. Denver Center, maintain VFR for now. Squawk 7035, your number 2 on the way.
Zero 28, and then Drake
Number
is
8782 Romeo, Prescott clearance, clear to John Wayne Airport, Prescott 3 departure. To the Drake VOR, showing J134 to Parker VOR, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, expect flight level 240 within 10 minutes. Phoenix departure on 133.57, squawk 6250.
Thanks for putting that together for 87 A2 Romeo, clear to John Wayne, Prescott 3, Drake, J134, Parker as filed, 10,000, expect 24010 minutes after departure, 133.57, 6250 for 87 A2 Romeo.
Okay, A2 Romeo, read that correct. That was 2665, contact Los Angeles Center, 124.62.
So Prescott 3, so let's go ahead and put that in.
And we'll see you, boss.
And it's going to be flight plan.
139er, Denver Center, radar contact, 17 miles west of the Red Table VOR. Clear to Centennial Airport via the Red Table VOR. Victor 108 to Murphy. Direct Larks, then Larks to arrival.
Let's see if these
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Yeah. And then PRK. It wasn't the current departure procedure, so normally that would be like a no-go, right? Like you need a GPS units that are current.
Murphy is in a transition on the arrival, so we got to get you direct from Murphy to Larks, then join the arrival.
Oh, PKR.
Yeah.
But I think that's a Navigraph issue. It's PKR, right? Oh, PKE. PKE.
United 955, changing my frequency,
Palm Springs.
135.77.
Okay, and then we're gonna load the KO arrival, the KO7 from Palm Springs, and then we'll load from that. We'll do the Rnav 20 right Yankee, the GPS. Vectors.
United 955, roger.
Okay. Let's check that out. So we've got Drake, Parker, Palm Springs, Alex Bands, Frets, KO, Joggett, Seal Beach, Sauger, Hook and Lemon. That looks good. Looks really good. All right.
Perfect.
And we are on with, let's see here, blower is on, bleeds are on.
Level 139er, contact Denver Center, 118.57.
Trim, everything looks good.
American 291, contact correction Los Angeles Center, 124.62. We'll see ya. Thanks, man. You too. See ya.
So we got that flight plan put in, 10,000.
Number 139er, Denver Center, roger.
10,000. And it's going to be heading altitude select, vertical speed of, we're just going to say that for now. 240, 133.57. One, 13357. 6250.
Northbound Tower, Beaver 96 Romeo is clear of runway 13 at Bravo 2, request cruise aviation.
Beaver 96 Romeo,
Looks good.
Bravo to the ramp, this frequency, take care.
Over to the ramp, this frequency. Clear.
So we're looking for runway 3, we're south of ramp for 3 rights. We're on with ground. Prescott ground, 8782 Romeo, south ramp, request taxi 3 rights.
Number 8782 Romeo, press your ground, verify you have ATIS.
8782 Romeo has X-ray.
The X-ray's not up, we're running Delta, verify you have it.
Oh yeah, actually Zulu for custom weather, sorry.
Okay, stand by, we're using 2-1 left, you need 3 right?
I mean 3 right would, I'm just down convenient, it's just convenient for the ramp that I'm at, but I mean, yeah, I can use a different runway if you got guys coming in on a different one.
No, runway 30 will also work for current winds, so rate 780 Romeo, go runway 30, taxi via Delta and Echo.
Alright, 30 Delta Echo 8780 Romeo.
Seattle Ground, good afternoon, Horizon Air 2368, short of Bravo, ready taxi.
Horizon Air 2368, Seattle Ground, only 16 left, taxi via Bravo.
16 left via Bravo, Horizon Air 2368, thanks.
Oh no, runway 3, not 30. 8782 Romeo, just to clarify, so that I was asking for 3 right, not 30.
Affirmative, can you take runway 30?
Oh yeah, sure, we can do 30.
Alright, that'll prevent me from having to shut down 3 left, or 2-1 left, as that's our general landing direction. Runway 30 works for the wind, runway 30 taxi via Delta and Echo.
Alright, you got it, 30 Delta Echo 8782 Romeo. Alright, sweet. Delta Echo, let's do it. Parking brake off. Sweet. Alright, cool. We are clear taxiway. That's right on Delta. Compass is swinging in the right direction. Heading indicator increasing. Ball left. Cool. Ball right. Decreasing to the left. Looks good. We got a left here at Echo. Nice. Probably only have time for this one flight, actually. Probably gotta allow time for me to get to the flight school. So we got Drake on 114.1.
Drake for departure.
There 2368, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, wind at 340. Pardon me, wind is now calm.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Horizon Air 2368.
For 139er cross Larks at 17,000, send penny altimeter 2996.
Alright, just gonna pull off right here. Alright, parking brake is set. Pressurization checked set. So bleed airs are on. Cabin altitude selector is set. Index at 12 o'clock. Hold in test.
Are there 2368, contact departure.
Departure Sierra Air 2368.
Let's see. Cabin pressurization switch. To test. Where is it here?
Seattle Departure, good afternoon, Horizon Air 2368, 2,300, climbing 3,000.
Yo, chicken, what's up?
Radar contact.
What's up, homie?
Maintain 6,000.
6,000, Horizon Air 2368.
What's going on, man? Just a quick flight before I gotta go to work, you know? How are you doing? Okay, cool. Dude, today we're flying from Prescott, Arizona to John Wayne in Santa Ana. So it's just a quick flight from Arizona to Southern California. And then we're going to do a GPS approach into John Wayne. Pretty nice. So pressurization switch holds. Release, pressurization confirmed, altitudes is adjusted. So autopilot check, we'll do that another time. Dude, and happy holidays to you too, man. Definitely. We'll probably talk before then, but I know everybody's busy and stuff. So yeah, it's fantastic to see you, man. I hope things are good with you. I'm doing all right. Trying to fix my hair, clean today. Dude, you got the day to yourself? Is that what's going on? You got a day to yourself to kind of do what you need to do? Elevator trim checked. Pallet switches, check operation, disconnect. Trim tabs are set. Rotor boost is on. Prop governor test. Hold in. Prop governor test is in test. ITT torque limits observed. Left power lever up to 18.7. Good. Alright, cool. So then, prop retard to detent and full forward.
Navigation, climb and maintain 15,000.
Direct to Xenon, climb 15,000, Horizon Air 2368, thanks.
Looks good. Verify the RPM position at the top of the red hatched area. Hold 1600 RPM. We should actually be doing that. Pull that all the way back, and it does hold 1600 RPM right there. Yeah, I figured it's time to get the fading purple and blue out of my hair. Dude, nice colored hair, man. That's awesome. Those are some sick colors too. I'm sure they complement. Let's see here, 1600. and then left power lever increase. Yep, there it is right there. Very nice. And then idle. And we'll do the left power lever, and then nice, we'll go full forward, and then we'll do the 18 on the right, 1870 on the right. How's that? A little bit more. Oh shit.
TBM 13909er, contact Denver approach 120.35. Yeah.
All right, there we go. And then let's go ahead and pull this back. Should hold 16. And here comes 16. Should hold it right there. There. Oh, it's having a hard time. Hold on. Wait, why is this tripping?
Denver approach, TBM 1399er, Larks 2, leaving flight level 187 for 17,000. Current with Quebec, request visual 35 right approach.
Number 13909er, Denver approach, thanks for Quebec. Altimeter is 2996 and expect visual approach 35 right.
2996, and I can plan on visual 35 right, 1399.
Okay, there we go. Hold 16. Nice, dude. Okay. Good. Okay. Auto feather checked. Power lever is approximately 500 foot-pounds. Let's go, let's see here. 500 foot-pounds of torque.
Resident Air 2368, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
126.6, Resident Air 2368.
Auto feather press to hold.
TB 13909er, turn right, heading is
check the annunciator lights.
right. Descend and maintain 13,000.
Left power lever retard that.
Right turn 070, vector for visual 35 right, descend and maintain 13,000.
Auto feather, left power lever reset.
Resident Air 2368, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Right power lever reset. And then both. Prop feathering manual check. So we just gonna check them two together. Bring that power up. And 1800 and then alright, cool. Manual is done. Vacuum and pressure test right now. We'll do this right here. We're over here in the side panel. Left We got the pressure, the pneumatic pressure remains. The left bleed air is off. Right, there's that comes on. That pressure goes to 0. Left on, that extinguishes, pressure comes back. And then the right on and extinguishes and the pressure remains. Condition levers. Okay, good. Before takeoff, prop levers full forward, flaps set, trim set. Let's go ahead and go a little bit. Trim nose up. Left right bleeds are on. Aft blower annunciators extinguish. Generator load checked. Takeoff. Okay, cool. So we're good to go. We're holding short 30 Echo 1. You said, do I have any big plans? Dude, we're going, girlfriend and I are doing a Mystery Science Theater 3000 live, dude. I'm super pumped for that. And then that's on Wednesday, and then California Adventure on the 23rd. I'm super excited, man. Should be a lot of fun. Oh, Mystery Science, that's tomorrow. Shit. And then yeah, California Adventure on Thursday. And then I wanna take her on like a Christmas flight, you know, on Christmas Eve, and look around at you know, go fly low level around the neighborhoods, looking at the Christmas lights and stuff. Should be cool. Okay, so looking at this departure procedure here, yeah. How about yourself? Are you what are you guys up to, man? 30 straight ahead. So we got to make sure we got a change of so runway 30. Oh, standard. Okay, great. Climb direct to the VOR. Sounds good, man.
13909, descend to maintain 9,000.
Descend to maintain 9,000, 13909.
And that's going to be runway 30. So we're looking at a heading of 304. Cool. All right, and then let's get on with tower. Tower is 25.3. 25.3. All right. Prescott Tower, run 8782 Romeo, holding short 30 Echo 1, ready for IFR departure.
8782 Romeo, Prescott Tower, wind 350 at 5, runway 30, cleared for takeoff.
Thanks for the wind, clear for takeoff, 308782 Romeo. Alright, we're clear final out there.
Everyone 3909, turn left heading 320.
We've got 40, runway 30 is 4,400 feet of available runway. We're gonna pitch for 160. Actually, we're gonna pitch for 140. All right, we're 30 lined up there, and the compass looks good. Let's get the lights going. All right, cool. Toes down. Systems are green. Temperature, pressure. Let's go.
Number 13909, descend to maintain 8,000. The airport will be at 12 to 1 o'clock and 11 miles per when you have it.
All right, systems are green on the roll. Airspeed is alive.
Descend to maintain 8,000, and I have the field 1399.
Number 13909, clear visual approach, runway 35 right.
Clear visual approach.
Positive rate.
Right,
Gear up. Flaps up. And let's pitch for 140. We need some more trim. Cleared direct to the VOR, so we're going to get the Nav 1 going. Okay, we have that. We have the Morse code.
Right, Romeo, contact.
8782 Romeo, over to departure, sorry. Alright, and that is Phoenix Departure. Phoenix Departure, 8782 Romeo is 7,000, climbing 10,000.
Right, 782 Romeo, Phoenix Departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
That's 7,000 for 13,000, 8782 Romeo.
TBM 139er, contact Centennial Tower 118.9er.
Centennial Tower 118.9 or 1399. Centennial Tower,
And then
TBM
305.
visual 35 right.
TBM 139er, Centennial Tower, wind 340 at 9, runway 35 right, clear to land.
35 right, clear to land 1399.
Right, Romeo, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Was that for A2 Romeo?
Affirmative, number 878 Romeo, Albuquerque Center 128.45.
128.45, 8782 Romeo. All right, 128.45. Albuquerque Center, 8782 Romeo is 10,000 for 13,000.
Here, 8782 Romeo, Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 240.
10,000 for 240, 8782 Romeo. All right, cool. So we are doing good on the climb, and here we go. That needs to be the high altitude, and that is the 238. Actually, this is, let's go GPS. And then we're in business with the. Oh, we need to be climbing, dude. The course is 238. And there we go. Heading bug set. All right, climb check. So
139er, that's approved. Alpha to the ramp and monitor ground point 8.
19.5 for the prop. torque is nice
Yeah,
enough.
955, contact Salt Lake City Center 128.72.
All right, nice. Let's see here. So let's see. Chicken said it was purple, then blue, then purple, and all kinds of ended up fading and mixing together over time. Not sure what's happened next, but brown. Dude, I like a hair color is nice, dude. I like the colors, dude. Doing some different stuff. That's awesome. Taco, do you typically have a favorite kind of flight when it comes to teaching? Like, do you like doing someone's first flight? Do you enjoy doing check ride or something? Oh yeah, dude. So I love check ride prep. Check ride prep is amazing because you're testing different things for the student. You're testing their stress management, and you're really helping them feel. It's kind of an interesting thing because they feel very self-conscious, and you know, it's easy to be uncomfortable like in check ride prep, and you know, my check ride prep is very hard. And so it can feel, you know, like, oh, I'm not doing as good as I thought I was or whatever. But we're trying to build confidence, and we're trying to build, you know, we're trying to help with, oh, let's make sure that the pressurization is good, by the way. We've got the cabin, let's see here. The cabin altitude is at 5,000. Pressure differential is good, so, okay, gotcha. Yeah, this should be set. Yeah, cabin altitude should stay at 5,000. So that should stay right there. So check ride prep is really cool, but honestly, and I do love a first flight. First flights are a really beautiful thing to watch.
955, flight level 40.
But honestly, my favorite type of flying to teach is the instrument rating. I think that
955, Salt Lake Center, thanks.
the student, all right, we're transitioning to 18,000. We're on 2992 on the altimeter. Yeah, the student, like, man, you really, when you're doing your instrument rating, that's when the student, I think, really blossoms. And I love seeing that. You know, I love seeing a student get faster. I love seeing them get really tight with their procedures. It's just such a beautiful thing, dude. Plus, when you're doing your instrument rating, it's where a lot of professionalism like comes into play. Like, obviously, you know, ideally when you're going through your private, you know, we're behaving like professionals, you know. But really, like, when you're learning procedures and you're learning like approach procedures, and you know, you're getting more comfortable with your communications, it's just such a beautiful thing, man, to you know, to go through the instrument rating and really watch a student blossom, you know. All right, landing gear, so climb. Yaw damper should be on. Climb power is set. ITT, and all these within limits, so torque, prop, turbine is good. Really at the top of that turbine, and fuel flow, temperature, pressure, good. Let's get that strobe, nav and recognition strobe should be on. Looks good. Things look good. We're 2,000 for 240. Cabin pressurization check, cruise. So climb check complete, cruise to go. Yeah, so the instrument rating is, it's awesome, dude. Wow, these are even like, with the turbulence, look at this. Look at the wicks outside. How crazy is that?
132.6 here, 2360.
They're like bending and flexing with the air, with the wind. That's legit, dude. You know, I will say, though, that a student's first flight is a really close contender for me personally, because, you know, sometimes the student is, like, nervous, you know, or, like, weird or whatever, or they're kind of proud, you know, that I'm doing my first flight, let's, you know, and I'm just like, relax, you know. But when they're excited and when they're like, whoa, I can't believe, you know, and they're in wonderment, that's my jam, dude. When you see a student that's in wonderment at what's going on, that is my jam. I don't suffocate that at all. Like, I encourage that. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's do it. And I get super excited too. And let's see, we are altitude select, correct? Yeah, we're altitude select. Awesome. And you know, the one thing I like the most, I think, about an initial flight, like doing a student's discovery flight, is letting them, like, participate in the landing. Like, I have them actively participate in the landing process. And what I do is, you know, because it can be a very overwhelming process. So what I try and do is keep it fun, but keep it, like, meaningful and also useful. So, like, what I'll have a student do is we'll go up there, and on the demo flight, part of what we do is, like, rudder work and, like, how the rudder, you know, responds, and just the concept of using your feet. And then what I do is when we come in for a landing, like, I'll take the yoke, I'll do the power, I'll do the trim, like, I'll do everything. Except the rudder. Like, of course, my feet are on the rudder pedals, you know, but what I do is have the student on their very first flight, you know, do the rudder work for the landing. And that kind of is a low stress job. It's a simple job where you can, you know, focus on one thing, because, you know, everything is overwhelming, you know, it's like sensory overload. So it's nice to just have one thing to focus on. And then also it's like the most crucial skill to, you know, when it comes to landing, it's one of the most crucial skills. It's definitely one of the most crucial skills. It's one of the skills that, like, you know, I think we forget about a lot of the time. Chances are, if you're having a hard time landing, you're probably not doing enough with your feet on the approach, because you haven't really been, you know, forced to do it. So I just try and instill that from the very beginning, and it kind of works out, because they can, you know, to play a role in the landing is also, you know, I'm not just going to bring them in and, like, you know, they can watch me do the landing, you know. And they are watching me, you know, they're watching me do the power and stuff like that. And if a student is really, really good on that initial flight, like maybe they have simulator time or something like that, I will, like, instruct them, like, I'll guide them down in the pattern. I'll see how far down they could get before things start kind of getting wobbly and weird, you know. And then once things start getting wobbly, like, you know, I take over. But I do try and see, like, okay, like, where are we at, you know? Where's the student at? How comfortable are they, and that kind of thing. You said, how does getting an instrument rating in civilian aviation work? Do the flights get harder and harder with simulated malfunctions and whatnot, or do you just get the hours and approaches required? No, it's something in the middle. You know, what I like to do is spend the first, if you're at a school where this is possible, where they have an FAA approved training device, an AATD, an advanced training device, I like to do the first 10 or 20 hours in the sim, actually, where we can get procedures down. We can work on holding procedures. We can work on attitude instrument flying, and you know, just having a really, really sick control of the airplane, and not really talking about approaches or anything like that. Really getting the departure brief really dialed in. Oh wow, how is my tablet already at 78%? What is up with that? And you know, spend that time in the sim just getting used to things. And then, you know, and then we do departure procedures, we'll do like VOR navigation, we do like all that stuff, you know, as individual pieces. And then, you know, in the sim we can start dabbling with like putting all the pieces together. And then yeah, we'll go fly. Now what can happen is too is like the you know, if the student is up for it, we can, oh, hold on one sec. Nice. So yeah, what we can do too in the sim is like do Valiant with the subscription. Thank you so much, dude. What's up, dude? What we can do in this, you know, we do most of the work in the sim, but we can do like, you know, what I like to do is like a 3-to-1 ratio where, you know, we do go in the plane and we are working on those skills. And you know, that's also really helpful too, and it's kind of keeps things like fresh, keeps things interesting, so it's not all in the sim, although I don't mind doing the first 20 hours in the sim with no flying at all. But you know, sometimes, you know, it's nice to go up there and start, you know, getting your toes wet with like the actual airplane. So that's kind of how it goes. I hope that answers your question. I know that's kind of a convoluted answer, but Cryptic says, truth, I'll never forget my first flight, just grinning.
2368, contact Spokane approach 123.75.
Grinning ear to ear on the takeoff to touchdown. Now, Cryptic, what was your, do you remember the landing? Did you play an active role in the landing at all? Or did the instructor basically fly the whole approach? Obviously, the instructor is going to touch down, you know, or maybe you actually did, I don't really know. But Valiant, dude, it's excellent to see you again, man. Thank you again for the sub. It's always a pleasure to have you part of the channel, always bringing positivity and encouragement and encouragement to the channel. I appreciate you greatly. You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my my charger and get this tablet charged. This thing is like, this battery is like being weird, so I'll be right back.
President 2368, depart gangs heading 060 vectors for the approach. After gangs, descend and maintain 1000.
You said he let me do the approach down to about 100 feet or so and then had me shadow him. I told him I had sim time and he said, okay, let me see what you got. Let me do, he let me do most of it. That's exactly what I would do as well. That you got to let that student, if they're coming to you with sim and they know what's going on, dude, you got to let that happen. And it's just like useful information, I think, to the instructor as well, you know? It's just useful information where it's like, you know, they can assess like how your stress management in this process Dude, if you're good, I'm
Here,
good.
Romeo, contact LA Center 124.62. We'll see ya. Here, 8782 Romeo, Albuquerque Center.
8782 Romeo, sorry, go ahead.
Last call was for you. LA Center now 124.62.
Sorry about that. 124.62, 8782 Romeo. 124. Good afternoon, Albuquerque Center, 8782 Romeo, level 240.
Number 8782 Romeo, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Los Angeles Center. So yeah, you said you made every turn at standard rate because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. He just let me fly it. That's, oh, gotcha. When you were like on approach, you're talking about like
November 8 Papa Tango, roger.
being on approach and making like very gradual turns when you don't really need to. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, you know, it's really interesting when you're doing that for the first time, and you know, you have the sim time, and you're not you for the first time, you know, like you've seen a lot of this before because you've done it in the sim, right? But then this is the first time that you're getting feedback on the control surfaces, on your hands, on your feet, like you feel the pressures, you feel the airplane moving around, you know, you feel the wind blowing, and you know, all you're trying to do is just hold on to the sim work and what you know needs to get done. But it's a challenge even when you're coming to it with experience, you know. And it's also interesting for this reason, when you're coming in for a landing, like you get to experience like the rudder, you know, and what happens like when you slow down is you need more rudder, you need more pressure, you need more control inputs for a desired effect, because the control surfaces are not as effective at slower speeds as they are at faster speeds. The control surfaces are more effective at higher speeds. So as you slow down and you're doing this approach to land, you know, this concept of applying more rudder than you've needed to be doing, you know, for a given effect, like that's really interesting, and it's something that even an experienced simulator like pilot needs to acquaint themselves with and learn over time, like when you're actually in the real airplane, you know, what does that feel like, you know? So it's really interesting. Ground speed, we're doing 270. Good, all right, cool.
Number 958 Papa Tango, you're leaving Bravo airspace in 1 mile. Cancel, correction. Contact, SoCal approach 128.1.
Let's brief our arrival from the Palm Springs VOR. Alright, so we've got Palm Springs down on the, this is the KO7. Right, you see here the KO7 up at the top.
Number 958 Papa Tango, SoCal approach, cancel adding an altitude restrictions. Proceed to Huntington Beach Pier.
Palm Springs on that 260 down to 13,000. Alex, a mandatory of 16,000. Probably put that in actually, 16,000.
Alright, Papa Tango. Okay, did you want to pick up a IFR clearance, or did you just want the practice approach? November 8 Papa Tango, roger. For the present heading, maintain VFR at 3,500 vectors for the practice approach.
Not just the landing or the approach. I did the ground taxi takeoff. Oh, no. Cryptic, you were saying about the standard rate turns. I was saying that I was asking if you were doing. You were saying you made every turn at standard rate because I thought that's what you were supposed to be. Are you saying that in the flight you were doing standard rate turns, or you're saying when you were making your adjustments on the approach you were even doing standard rate turns? But you did the taxi. I'm not surprised. Takeoff and the maneuvering over a nearby lake. Maybe you're not supposed to allow. No. You're pretty chill CFI. Listen, the CFI knows from the jump if this student, dude, that student or that instructor knew he was going to let you do that when you guys talked. You know, when you guys first talked in the briefing, he knew he was going to let you do that. Because yeah, he could tell when you're talking and you're explaining like what your knowledge, what your knowledge.
Tango into John Wayne, not really. If you're going into maybe a Class Delta or a Class Echo airport, I'd probably just tell you that the practice approach is approved. But into a Bravo or Charlie, you're usually going to get sequenced in.
Yeah. So yeah, that's freaking awesome, dude. And maybe you're not supposed to allow the first student to do so much. No. The thing is like a good instructor that's there, to like, that's not a stickler, that's not just like super paranoid unreasonably. We're supposed to let the student do as much as possible. That's your first experience. We want that to be enjoyable for you. We want that to be memorable. And what's really important is the student needs to feel like they're making a difference. That what that they are doing something and they're doing something meaningful. That to me is what's most important. And the only way to do that is let you do stuff. You gotta let the student do stuff. And so yeah, I absolutely agree with his approach. Okay, so we have 16,000 set right there at Alex. Bands, and then bands to Homeland. So it's gonna be Palm Springs is 15.5. And then that's going to be outbound on a 260 to bands, and then bands to Homeland to frets, and then KO. So we have that, I believe, in the flight plan. Yep. Palm Springs, Alice, bands, frets, KO, Joggate, Seal Beach. Sounds good. And then from KO, we'll be on the approach, briefing the Rnav Yankee runway 20 right. We've got the ATIS on 126.0. Ground is, we've got the west side ground, 13225. SoCal approach is going to be 121.3. Tower's right there. It's a WAS approach. First of all, we've got January of 18, effective February 1, page 12.2. So John Wayne, Santa Ana, California, Rnav Yankee 20 right. So current and correct. Final approach course of 196. Hookum at 2900 down on an LPV on the LPV to a DA of 255. That's 200 feet above the ground. Touchdown zone. Touchdown zone elevation is 55. MSA is right there. Missed approach is a climb straight ahead of 3000 direct minnow. Let's see here. Notes. We're not using LNAV VNAV. We don't have a DME, a dual DME RMP 0.3, so that's fine. All right, and that's good. We got Sauger, Hookum, Lemon, Vegu. Stepping down from Sauger to Hookum, and then we're down on the LPV. Mauser approach light type with a Pappy off to the left. We'll do it at 120 knots. That's 630, about 640 feet per minute. RVR of 2400, or a half mile, 1800 if you have an autopilot down to the DA. And then approach briefing is complete. And we're going to pick this thing up at Palm Springs. Okay. Coming up to Parker, we're anticipating a right-hand turn. Let's see here. Cryptic, I was wondering, there's that right-hand turn we were anticipating. Cryptic, I was wondering, on your first flight, was there a maneuver that you guys did that shocked you? Like, a lot of the time, you know, if you do, like, not a lot of the time, but, you know, I'd say it's fairly common that, you know, a student goes up there and, you know, it doesn't take a lot for the student to be like, whoa, you know, like when you start turning and you start moving the airplane around a little bit, like, you know, through turning, they're like, oh shit, you know, like I flew, sometimes there's a guy that comes into my streams, Maxwell, I don't know if you've seen him in here, but Max actually drove out to me from where he's at for his demo. That was 2 days ago. And that was the shit. You know, Max actually drove out to me for some instruction, and I'm going to be working with him on his private pilot. And, you know, he has a lot...
Romeo cross bands at 14,000. Palm Springs, altimeter 3010.
That's 240 down to 14,000 at bands. Thanks for the altimeter, 8782 Romeo. And then we've got a mandatory of Alex at 16 at Alex. So let's go ahead and just get down there. Actually, at how many miles do we have until Alex? Let's check that out. No, first time out was just a couple of turns, sightseeing. Like I said, I did everything in standard rate, so it was super smooth. Yeah, buddy. We got 13 miles to Alex. So let's go ahead and figure out what kind of descent rate are we talking about here. So Alex, we got 13, let's say 12 miles. So 24,000 minus 16,000.
125 Foxtrot, Takeoff Departure.
We got 8,000 feet in
Van Nuys Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 4.
Oh no, we have like a ton of distance. We don't. It doesn't give you cumulative.
7.4.
13 plus. So what is that?
Hold 4, release.
Yeah, that's like 90 miles, dude. Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. Yeah, my bad. There's like I'm way off.
November 5 Foxtrot, off 3 back correct. Advise number 1 for departure. For 8 Papa Tank, turn right, heading 090. Number 58 Charlie West, Takeoff Departure, radar contact.
I remember rocking pretty badly during my first power on stall and a bit of G's on the steep turns, and that and the one porpoise on landing were only shockers. Yeah, how about that the pilot induced oscillations down there, like what you're saying, the porpoising. How about that for a shitty feeling? That feels like shit, dude. You know what's interesting about the pilot-induced oscillations is how out of hand they can get. Like, the more that you try and do to fix it, because you're not going to be doing the right things, right? The more that you try and do to fix it, the more out of hand it gets, because you're actually behind the process. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Papa Tango, turn right, heading 180, join the final approach course.
Yeah, the steep turns always get everybody. You know, like, whoa. You know, because your first steep turn, your back pressure is not going to be enough. And so, you know, the instructor's like, okay, a little bit of back pressure, a little more, little more, little more. And you're not doing anything, right? You're like, you know, you're not pulling back anymore for some reason. And then it's like, no, back, more. Okay. And then the instructor, like, steps in and he, like, you know, they'll apply the appropriate back pressure. And you're like, oh, you know.
November 958, Papa Tango.
That always happens.
Cleared Rnav runway 20 right, practice approach.
All right, so the cabin is 5,000. We're coming down to 4,000 almost. Yep, there's 4,000. Remember, the thing that surprised me on my first flight was just the turns in general. I had never done a sim before. It just the turns in general. You never done a sim before, and then just had done games like Ace Combat. So I thought I had to roll and then pull back to turn. And my instructor was like, "Why do you want to climb every time you turn?"
Contact John Wayne Power 126.8. Good day.
Yeah. Well, first of all, that's a really common error, anyways, with turning, because you're applying back pressure in a situation where, like, you don't need a lot at all, you know, if you're a shallow or even a medium bank. But, you know, it's exponentially more back pressure you need to maintain your altitude as you go past 30. It's like more and more and more, right? The angle of attack is increasing. So, so what ends up happening is, like, yeah, you end up climbing because that back pressure is so crazy, you know. But then your speed gets slow because chances are you didn't, it's a regular turn, so you didn't add power, you know what I mean? And now it's just you're just like, you're climbing. Yeah, that's cool, Taco. Now, Taco, remind me, actually, are you, you did military? Is that what's going on? What's your background again? Remind me. You have your private pilot? I forget what you were telling me. And we're ready to go. Let's actually get our descent checklist. So, cabin altitude selector knob, pressure altitude plus 500, approximately 75%, and one. Valiant, oh man, dude, you guys, his son graduated from college, dude. How awesome. Oh, you must be a proud dad, man. That is so cool, man. Respect to him and respect to you for raising a good kid. That's amazing, dude. Yeah, congrats to both of you. You have to be so proud. And it's all good, man. It is all good. I did fly with CD and Factual. I actually did 2 of them. I did 2 back-to-back flights. And that's not a problem, dude. Actually, they are VODs on my YouTube. I believe I should have saved them. And so you can check those out.
Walker 390, Takeoff Departure, at our contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
And they were pretty nice. The first one was me and Captain Arash, who's a super cool guy as well. Obviously, I think you know. Captain Arash and I, we did like a Germany situation. We did like down the whole length of Germany, from Munich down into, I want to say, northern Italy, through the Alps. That one was wild. That's the one to watch, dude. That is the one to watch. The mountains and shit. We had a whole bunch of us, dude. The whole gang was going through the Alps, dude. And then let's see here. Let me just get IFR 16,000. Okay, great. Awesome. And then, okay, we are altitude select, correct? Yeah. Okay, great. And then the follow-up one, the next Saturday, I was with Joey Bullo, who is also a quality dude. Quality freaking energetic, positive guy. Love it. And really, really fun. He dressed up and, like, you know, they were doing, like, themed, like, drinks and shit. I was like, man, I am underdressed and I am underfed, dude, because, like, I did not bring the cuisines, man. So I'm gonna do that next time.
125 Foxtrot, if you're released for departure, clearance void, if not off, in 10 minutes. If not off in 10 minutes, advise intentions to this frequency not later than 15 minutes. Change to advisory frequency approved.
And so that was a lot of fun to do the back-to-back with Arash and Joey Bullo. That one was actually a beautiful one, too. That was along the coast then after northern Italy. That was through, like, the rest of Italy and then France and along that southern border, you know, or along the southern coast, yeah? Dude, even the clouds look pretty nice, I would say, like in X-Plane. I'd say they look pretty good. Look at out there. That's pretty nice. Look at that. That's great. So you guys can see, we're coming up here to Palm Springs here in a minute. Looks like 6 or 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm probably only going to have time for just a landing down at John Wayne, and then I got to head out to my student at 3. Oh, you said, okay, yeah, I'm Navy. First you do IFS, which is just a Cessna or Piper to get like 15 hours. Then you go to primary. So that's like a pre-training stuff. And then you do your primary in a Texan, 70 to 80 hours, and then from there you go into advanced, depending on what you get selected to fly. You got the P8, so I got about 70 hours in a King Air and got an instrument rating. Oh, that's right, you were the crazy ass that said that you got your instrument rating in a 90. Jesus Christ. Just waiting to start learning in the P8 in January. Oh, so this is like right now. So you just got your instrument rating in the King Air, and you just waiting to start learning in the P8 in January. So this is right now. And I have to take the private license and commercial license test to get those. Sorry for the long message. Absolutely not. Dude, that's so interesting. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Valiant. It was a really good time, man. And we talked about all kinds of stuff like Wow, dude, that's fucking nuts, Taco. Yeah, it was cool to fly, especially with Arash, because we were talking about, he knows Farsi, this language. It's such a pretty sounding language, and we were talking about uh, he was teaching us words or like phrases in Farsi, because I guess his dad was like coming to visit, I think. Or his family, his mom and dad were coming to visit, I forget. But oh no, I think his mom or his dad stopped by in the stream to say hi. I was like, what? That's so cool. All right, let's go Palm Springs VOR 15.5. And then after Palm Springs is going to be Homeland on 13.4. Yeah, Taco, dude, how about that instrument rating, right? It's pretty it's pretty nuts. So you did your instrument rating. So you did your initial was your initial basic license was single engine and multi-engine. Did you just do a quick multi-engine add-on after that to get category N class for the instrument rating? Is that how that worked? Or did you just do your initial was a multi-engine? Yeah, Valiant, absolutely. Thank you for your service, dude.
Walker 390, contact LA 133.2.
Vox! Early, what is up, dude? Oh yeah, early stream. Yeah, I can't do tonight at 8 p.m.
15.6 climbing.
I can't do tonight at 8 like normal. But dude, first of all, thank you so much for the sub.
390 LA Center, climb and maintain.
Dude, you are awesome, bro. I was just gonna say, like, Vox, I haven't heard, because Valiant just got here a little while ago, and I hadn't had the pleasure in a while to say what's up, and I was gonna say something about you, man. You guys are like the OGs, man. You get a decent amount of instrument time in the T6, which is a single engine, but you don't get the rating until after you do it all in the King Air, if that answers the question. Yeah, dude, totally. That's freaking wild, man. Yeah, dude, Vox in the house, dude. Yeah, absolutely, Taco, man. You're killing it, man. Now, Taco, what's your goal? Are you trying to do fighters? Are you trying to do like transport? You know, what are you trying to do? Which is, it's wild that you're doing what you're doing, by the way. So, yeah, what I don't know about the armed forces, but I know that in civilian, it's 40 hours. It's a 40-hour minimum of simulated or actual instrument time, where basically it's 40 hours required of sole reference to instruments, however you're going to do that. 20, if it's in an approved AATD, you can do, if it's in an FAA-approved ATD, you can do 20 of the 40 simulated or actual instrument hours. You can do 20 of those in the sim, and then do the rest in the airplane. If it's a BATD, then you can do 10. You need, I think, 15 hours of minimum 15 hours of dual required, and you need 50 hours PIC, or 50 hours cross-country PIC over 50 miles. So what ends up happening is, you start off, that's why I like starting in the sim, because you can just get good at attitude instrument flying. You get the 20 hours knocked out, 20 of the 40, and then the rest of the time, once you've done all that sim work and you've done holding, you've done approach procedures, you're dialed in on how you prep yourself you know, to get back into, you know, to get back into the airport, you know, environment, into the terminal environment, you've got all those procedures down. Your approach briefing is good. Then, you know, you can go cross country. You know, you could actually do the rest of those 50 hours cross country, whatever you need. And you can do all of that under the hood. And, you know, you could do the approaches like into those airports. You do your departure procedures out of those airports. And, you know, that's kind of how it works. And then the last, you know, depending on the student's progress, like the last, let's see here, Palm Springs, 13,000. We're over here at 16,000. Looks good. The last month or so, you know, maybe 3 weeks, month, ideally, if not, maybe less, but something like right in there is check ride prep at the end. You're in P8s, which are 737s that do maritime patrols and submarine hunting. Holy shit, dude, what a badass. Fighters would be cool, but that's a little fast-paced for me. I'd rather have the chill lifestyle of the P8s pilots have. Do you get to choose, or do they pick for you? That's a great question. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing myself. Like, how much, you know, do you get to... Is it the kind of thing where you could put, you know, your preference in, and then they're going to see what they can do? So we're just passing Palm Springs right now, by the way. Palm Springs is under our wingtip right over there. And it's pretty crazy. Look at this. Like, we're at 16,000 feet, guys. And look at this mountain peak right here. It's really that tall in real life. So that's why when you look at the airway, the minimum altitude, the MEA for this airway that we're on is 13,000 feet. That's a 10,000 or almost 11,000 foot mountain peak right there. And then you got Big Bear over to our right. Big Bear is like right over there. Kind of. A big advantage of sim training is that at any time one can pause the sim, take the time to explain something students not understanding.
8782 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
135.4, 8782 Romeo. SoCal approach, 8782 Romeo, 16,000.
We're 8782 Romeo, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 3009er, and advise when you get information Bravo at John Wayne.
All right, we'll advise, and that's 16,000 descending 14,000 for bands, 8782 Romeo.
November 82 Romeo, cross frets at 8,000.
Roger, that's frets 8,000, 8782 Romeo. All right, so let's get down there. Frets at 8,000. I'm going to get rid of this. And we got a altitude select, vertical speed. Let's just get down there. Gradual. We've got a minute to bands. Let's take it down. Kind of Speedy Gonzalez. All right, there we go. Into the clouds we go, you guys. So we have bands. Homeland is 13.4. And then frets, that's going to be Paradise is, actually it's going to be, yeah, Paradise is going to be the next one, cross radial wise, 12.2. And then 15.7.
We're 58 Charlie Whiskey, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
34.2, verify the trailer whiskey.
And we're gonna ask
Step on somebody.
for the Rnav Yankee.
SoCal Departure November 1313
Golf, contact
climbing
Center
through 900 for
127.45.
3000.
All right,
November
Fred.
58 Charlie Whiskey, SoCal Approach, Burbank altimeter 3008, Lima is current. Expect the visual approach runway 8 unless you want something else.
Orange County.
Yeah, that wasn't me that
John
checked
Wayne
in. Actually, I'm running
Information
Zulu, but can I get the ILS Yankee for 8, 58 Charlie Whiskey?
Visibility more than 10.
Right, Charlie Whiskey, yep, you can
Sky
expect that.
conditions 9,000 scattered. Temperature 14. Dew point -15. Altimeter 2992.
Alright, and did I miss somebody who
Arriving
checked in?
runways 02 left, 02 right. Departing runways 02
SoCal
left.
Departure November 1313 Zulu off Palomar, climbing through 1,600 for 3,000.
November 1313 Zulu, SoCal Departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4000.
Climb maintain 4,000, 1313 Zulu.
Orange County, John Wayne Information Yankee. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 900 broken, 21,000 scattered, temperature 14, dew point 12. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runways 02 left.
Ooh.
02 right.
Sorry, guys.
Runways 02 left. 02 right.
My
Advise on initial
my
contact
stylus
you
just
have.
died.
Orange County, John Wayne Information Yankee. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10.
Number 13 Zulu, turn left, direct Mission Bay, say approach request at Montgomery.
21,000
Direct
scattered.
Mission Bay requesting ILS 28 right, 1313 Zulu.
Altimeter 2992. Arriving runway.
Yeah, stylus just died, so that's okay.
02 right.
We're just gonna press on.
Runways 02 left.
8782 Romeo has Zulu for John
Advise
Wayne.
on initial contact.
Right, 2 Romeo, Roger, do you have an approach request for me?
Yeah, sorry about that. Requesting the Rnav Yankee 20 right.
November 82 Romeo, expect that. For 58 Charlie Whiskey, turn left, heading 260.
Left turn 260, 58 Charlie Whiskey.
All right, guys. In we go. Such a cool scene. All right. There we are, coming up to the Homeland VOR. We're outbound 257. We got Paradise in there. And matter of fact, after Homeland, it's going to be the VOR or the ILS. So let's go ahead and put that in. Oh no, we're doing the Rnav.
Departure, citation 84, early 6000.
Gift sub. Oh man, Valiant. Thank you so much.
Right,
Crit-
43 Foxtrot Charlie, so correction Joshua Departure, radar contact.
God, I
Maintain
appreciate you guys so
13,000.
much, man, and your the energy that you guys bring to this stream is just it's everything, dude.
3000, Fox Charlie, and confirm 250.
November 3 Foxtrot Charlie, turn right, heading 090, right turn.
Right, 090, and one more time for the altitude, please.
For 3 Foxtrot Charlie, I'm actually going to change it, maintain 12,000. 12,000.
090, 12, 12,000, 3 Fox Charlie.
Nice. We emerge. We emerge out of the clouds. Yeah, Cryptic does. Cryptic's got good questions. The irony that Cryptic's questions are very clear and not cryptic. Very nice. Take a look down the hall there. Make sure our passengers are cool. Cabin altitude is good. Frets here at 8,000. We're good there. Timing should work out perfectly, actually. It's a 1:30 Pacific right now, and I got a student at 3, so I'm going to leave
13 Zulu, turn left, heading
around
2:15.
2:15. Leave in about 45 minutes, so perfect.
3 Foxtrot Charlie, clear direct to Emlyn, contact LA Center 125.
God, I love flying with you guys so much, dude. You guys are amazing.
Direct Emmelman and 125.27, 3 Fox Charlie.
Santa Barbara Departure, hello. Warrior 72260, 1,400, climbing 3,000, runway heading.
You know what? I
72260.
I was wondering when this pen was going to die.
Contact, climb maintain 7,000.
Up to 7,000.
I was just wondering that yesterday. It's like, I wonder how soon it's going to be, because I was just charging my my Sentry, my ADS-B. My ADS-B receiver, and you know, that baby is nice and charged, but I'm thinking, oh man, like it's been a while since I've charged my pen, and then there it goes. Better here than in the airplane, and actually even in the airplane doesn't really matter. You can just use your finger, but you know. All right, so there we are on the approach. Let's get that. This thing needs to catch up. There we go.
Number 843 Foxtrot Charlie, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 190.
I think it's an Apple pen. It's one of these like white ones. I think it's not Apple necessarily. Maybe it is, but it's this like, yeah, white kind of pen. I love it, dude. I had a stylus that I lost. I actually don't know where, like, what actually happened, but we're gonna be getting a heading here pretty soon.
November 82 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
128.1, 8782 Romeo. 128.1. And yeah, I love this pen, dude. It's so, dude, the point is so sharp. It's really not like sharp, like it feels it's really dialed. SoCal approach 8782 Romeo 8000.
We're 8782 Romeo, SoCal approach, turn left, heading 300, vectors Rnav Yankee runway 20 right approach, descend and maintain 5000.
Descend and maintain 5000 for the Rnav Yankee 20, and one more time for the altitude.
November 82 Romeo 5000, 300 heading. November 82 Romeo, maintain 220 knots, turn right, heading 310, descend and maintain 5000.
320. Alright, that's right 320, and then slowing down to 5,000. 872. 320.
Number 82 Romeo, and just want to make sure that you're getting the turn. I don't think you've run it back yet. A right turn heading 330 now.
Alright, right turn 330, 8782 Romeo. Yeah, sorry, the heading bug wasn't cooperating.
November 260, clear direct Gaviota, resume on navigation.
Direct Gaviota on nav 260.
Oh, Cryptic. No wonder. I was like, wow, like Cryptic is totally like, you know, he's feeling like that, you know, that the I'm just like, I'm just gonna recharge it. No, dude, you're awesome, man. I appreciate the, you know. I actually don't have a stylist.
Just gonna maintain 4,000.
Set maintain 4,000, 8 Charlie Whiskey.
You know what I mean? I am my own stylist, dude.
And were you looking for the ILS or the Rnav?
ILS, Yankee, 8 Charlie Whiskey.
Okay, that's what I thought. Number 82 Yankee, turn 82 Romeo, turn right, correction, turn left, heading 220, descend and maintain 3,000, join the final approach course.
Left 220 down to 3 and to join 8782 Romeo. Yeah, I think I have like the cheaper one. I don't know how crazy the Apple is.
782 Romeo, you're 3 miles from Snake, maintain 3,000 until established on the final approach course, cleared Rnav Yankee, runway 20 right approach.
All right, 3,000 until established and cleared Rnav Yankee 208782 Romeo. And then the tower is going to be 126.8. All right, very good. And we are in approach mode. We have the approach course captured. We have the glide path captured. We have LPV enunciation right there. We're going down to LPV minimums. We've got Hookham next. We're Sauger to Hookham.
We're 58 Charlie Whiskey, you're 3 miles from Silex, turn right, heading 050. Maintain 3,600 until established on the local.
Good for note taking. The Apple one is expensive. Yeah. So I think I got like the cheaper one, dude. It's amazing, dude. I love even the cheap version is freaking awesome.
Right turn. Can I get that heading again? 58 Charlie Whiskey.
8 Charlie Whiskey, right turn 050.
050.
We are like way too fast, by the way. So here's 200 knots for the flaps for the approach flaps. And approach flaps.
782 Romeo, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Over to the tower 8782 Romeo.
Number 3 Foxtrot Charlie after Paradise, descend and maintain 1000.
John Wayne Tower 8782 Romeo on the Rnav Yankee 20 right, full stop.
Orange 782 Romeo, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land to 20 right, 8782 Romeo. Alright, guys. Autopilot disengaged. All right, and we are gear down, 3 green. $1,009 for 255.
I'm Wheeler Tower, Angel Flight 737, holding short 26 ready for departure.
Flight 737, camera tower, my 26 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff,
Prop
runway
forward.
26, Angel Flight 737.
Short final, gear down, 3 green, check. Let's get back above that glide slope. Ooh. All right, runway in sight. And one thing I was noticing in my last flight in this airplane was assuming that I'm on speed, and I'm a little slow right now, but assuming that I'm on speed, as I'm going into ground effect, I need to reduce the power by 300 foot-pounds of torque.
Ground, Cirrus 1376.
And that will keep the airplane from actually hitting too hard.
1376 Papa, ground on my 26 right, taxi via Golf Delta.
Runway 26 right via Golf Delta 1376 Papa.
Angel Flight 737, contact Wyoming U departure.
Going over to departure, Angel Flight 737.
So here we go, right? We're gonna go to 500 foot-pounds of torque. And then idle. That's how you do it, dude. Awesome. Put the brakes on. And we are low idle. Dude, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much for hanging out and for your encouragement, man. Two zero right. 8782 Romeo is clear 20 right hotel for the east ramp.
Right 2 Romeo, cross 20 left at hotel, and then taxi via Alpha, monitor ground.
All right, monitor ground 20 right, cross 20 right at hotel, and then Alpha 872 Romeo. Monitor ground.
Orange County, John Wayne Information Yankee. 1800 Zulu weather.
Clear 2 land. Cleared land, runway 8, 58 Charlie Whiskey.
Yeah, that landing felt really good. That landing, a couple times that my landings have been really hard in this, like early on when I'm still learning the airplane. But they've been feeling good lately. Alright, so let's go parking brake on. And we'll go to our shutdown procedures. Shutdown parking brake set. Avionics master off. Inverter off. Oh, I see. Okay, that is the off. Auto feather off. Okay. Oh, dude, Taco, thank you, man. Lights off. Let's go panel. And beacon, strobe, all these are off. Yeah, it felt really, really good, dude. Really good. I know that if I was flying this in real life, and if I had my my prosthetic arm, like if I was sitting over here, and this is the yoke right here, if I had my prosthetic arm and I was able to like pull back at the same time, like I absolutely could do that. Matter of fact, I think I should start flying like from here just to kind of see what it looks like. Because that's where I'll be sitting, actually. Alright, let's see here. Hello? Alright. Vent blower auto. Cabin temp mode off. Blower, aft blower off. Radiant heat off. Battery charged. ITT stabilized. Prop lever. Oh yeah, so cut off. And then feather the props. Check the voltage. And good to go. You guys are beautiful, man. I really have loved hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And I'm excited to let you guys know how this demo flight goes. It's a new student, so we'll see how it goes. I hope it's not like, I don't know. It's usually good, so it's good. Super, super excited. And I'll be back probably later late tonight, maybe for some video games or something like that. But yeah, if I don't see you guys, have a great rest of the week, and it's on this holiday week. And yeah, you too, Valiant. Thanks for stopping by, dude. It's been awesome it was awesome to see you, man. And yeah, to everybody. So yeah, have a great week. And I will hopefully see you guys later tonight. Yeah, and if I don't see you, have a great rest of the week. So yeah, you guys are beautiful, man. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. See ya!